Okay, then the next one we'd say plus 3 times, what's the next digit place value? Whoops, I'm on the 3. Yeah, that's right. 3 times what? 10. There you go. 10 to the negative what? No. I've got that one. Yeah, it's sort of crooked. It's this one here. This one here, what is that? Jacob? 10 to the negative 2 power? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. 10 to the negative 2 power. So it's 3 times 10 to the negative 2 power. Okay? Plus, the next number I have is 2 times what? Lily darling. Yes, 2 times 10 to the negative 3rd power. Okay? Plus, I'm going to put it down here below it. Plus my last digit, which is 1 times 10 to the what? Yes, ma'am. Gabby? 10
to the negative 4?
Yes, 10 to the negative 4 power. Okay? So that's it. You're done. Okay? Not real difficult. The first thing you need to do is identify each place value, then take the digit of that place value and multiply it. Okay? Obviously, we're not actually doing the multiplication. If I actually take 0 times 10 to the negative 1st, then that's going to be 0.0. Okay? So we're not actually doing it. We're just expanding it out to its place values. All right, let's look at the next one. 125,317. I'm going to write it down here so I got more room to work on it. All right, now, the first place value right here, okay, is what is that place value? What is that to place the value? Nick? 100,000. Okay. 100,000 has how many zeros? Wait. 5 zeros. Okay. 100,000 has 5 zeros. So I'm going to take and put 1 times 10 to the what power? Brittany? 5th power. So it's 10 to the 5th power. Okay. Plus, now I'm going to go 2 times what? Let me hear from the boys over there on Judah's row. Somebody tell me on Judah's row, what am I going to multiply 2 times? Judah. 10 to the 4th power. Okay? So I'm going to go 2 times 10 to the 4th power plus, now I have a 5. Okay? Say, Sean. 10 to the 3rd power. That is correct. Because we're just moving downward. Okay? Our exponent gets smaller each time. Okay? Now the next one, 3 times 10 to the what? Jacob? Yeah, 10 to the 2nd power. Or 10 squared, as they would say. Now I have 1. 1 times what? Brittany? 10 to the 1st power. That is correct. And I have 1 left. I have 7. I'm going to put a plus sign down here. 7 to the what? Times 10 to the what? Gabby? 10 to the 0? Yes, 10 to the 0 power. Good. Okay, so that's 0. Make that 0 a little better there. And that's your answer. Okay? That's expanded form with powers, or expanded form with exponents, or eventually they'll call it exponential form. Okay? So any of those 3 ways to say it, that would be your answer. Obviously a fairly large answer. Okay? All right. Let's look at the last one. I'm going to put it in green. 5.212. Okay? Running out of space here. I should have put more space in between them. Let's see if I can do that without having to mess with it. Now, come on now. Let me get it. Let me have it. Not going to let me have it. All right, give me a little bit more room. All right, now, so the 5 right here is in what place value? Really, darling? This right here? Decimal. 5.212. Okay? And this is problem number 4. Right here. Okay, we're doing that one right there. Okay, so what place value is the 5 in? Anybody? Judah. What? Millions?
Oh, wait.
So you're going to pay $5 million for a Subway sandwich foot long? $5 foot long, that song, you know, they sing that gets so annoying? Nah, we're not going to sing it. Not going to sing it. Jacob. Ones. It's the ones place value. Right, Quade? You sure? Why? Because it's Jacob?
No.
Oh, okay. Itching there, son?
Yeah.
Got the itch? All right. So that's the ones place value. How do I write the ones place value? What power is the ones place value? Nick? No, you're close. Shania? No. Trinity?
What did she say?
She said 10 to the second. Is that what you... Who else? Tayshawn? No. Okay. Lily Darling? What? 10 to the 0 power. Yes. It's 10 to the 0 power. Right here. Okay, we've already talked about it about 3 times now. I knew it'd throw you off, though. That's why we're doing it. So we have 5 times 10 to the 0 power plus the 2 times, what comes after 0? If we're moving down, we're getting smaller. What comes after 0? Tayshawn? Yes. So we're going to take and multiply 10 10 to the negative first power plus 1 times what? 10 to the what power? Lily? Right, 10 to the negative second power plus, whoa, didn't want to move it over that far, but I did. Plus 2 times 10 to the what? Judith? Negative third power. Okay? So there it all is right there. Okay? Now, let's move on to standard form. Okay? They want us to take and write these numbers in standard form. I'm on problem number 14 out of your book. Okay? Problem number 14 says 3 times 10 to the 4th plus 4 times 10 to the 3rd. Okay? Well, remember, when we're with the positive exponents, the exponent means how many zeros are in the number. So if I have 3 times 10 to the 4th, what does 10 to the 4th power represent? Nick? 10,000. That is correct. So I'm going to take 3 times 10,000. 3 times 10,000 would be what? Lily? 30,000. Good. So that's 30,000. Comma looks a little weird there. plus, then what would 4 times 10 to the third be? Shania. What? No, because if 10 to the fourth is 10,000, and then you drop 1 0, so what would 10 to the third be? Judah? What place value is 10 to 1,000? So I'm taking 4 times 1,000. What is 4 times 1,000, Quaid? Oh, my bad. What is 4 times 1,000? 4,000. So what is 30,000 plus 4,000? Lily?
34,000.
Right, 34,000. That's your answer. Okay? Now, when you're dealing with the negative exponents, it's similar. Okay, it's not really that much different. Let's look at this one. We know that 10 to the negative first power is the tenths. Well, that's the tenths, 0.1. So if I take 6 times 0.1, that's simply 0.6. Okay? Plus, if I take 7 times 10 to the second, well, 10 to the second is 0.01. So if I take 7 times 0.01, I get 0.07. So if I take 0.6 plus 0.07, what do I get? What's the final answer, Tayshawn? No, you're really not adding them together. That's what you added them together. You're really not adding them together. Okay, it says add, but you are, but you're not. It's sort of weird. You are adding them together. Don't take it wrong. You are adding it together, but it's not right next to each other. Nick, what do you think? 0.67. That's your answer. 0.67. You're really just putting the two numbers together. Okay? Because this is 60 cents and this is 7 cents. I always do decimals like money because it helps me understand them better. Okay? So, then if I'm doing 16, 10 to the 0 power, we've already talked about several times. Hopefully we remember what place value it is. What does 10 to the 0 power represent? We just talked about it. Remember I showed you on the screen. We had this big debate. Nikki, the ones place value. So that's the ones place value. So if I take 8 times 1, what do I have? Just call it out. What's 8 times 1? 8. Okay, so that's 8. Plus, we already said that 10 to the negative first is the 0.1 place value. So if I take 4 times 0.1, that's going to give me 0.4. 8 plus 0.4 is 8.4. Okay, so that's all the numbers in standard form. Okay? All right, now we're moving to the next part. All right, the next part is patterns. Okay? Next part is patterns. All right, now, you're not going to copy down the rest of that?
Huh?
You're not going to copy down the rest of that?
I don't know what's going to copy that.
Is it on the screen? Then you copy it. If I draw a stick figure on the screen, you copy it. If I draw a picture of a square, you copy it. If I draw a picture of Brittany, you copy it. No, don't do that because it'll be terrible. I'm a terrible artist. Or everybody in this school is a better artist than I am. All right, number 19 says 10 to the second, 10 to the fourth, 10 to the sixth, blank, blank, 10 to the 12th. So first of all, you have to establish what the pattern is, and then you're going to repeat the pattern in the two blanks. Okay, so first of all, listen to my question. What is the pattern? That's what I'm asking for. Judah.
2.
What? 2 what? You're on the right track, but just what is it? I'm increasing 10 by 2, or what am I increasing by 2? What do we call that little thing? Yeah, there you go, the exponent. The exponent is increasing by 2. Is anything happening to the base, which is 10? No, it's 10 to the second, 10 to the fourth, 10 to the sixth. So what is my next number? Gabby, what do you think? What do you think the next number would be? So there you go, 10 to the 8th power. Good. So that's 10 to the 8th. So what would be my next one, Quade?
10. Wait.
What's the whole answer? That one was 10 to the 8th, so what's this answer? You're on the right track. Just give me the whole thing.
10 to the 8th.
No, I already have that one.
9.
No. What's the pattern?
11.
What's the pattern? Okay. So if you add 2 to 8, what do you get? So it's 10 to the 10th power. Okay? 10 to the 10th power. So both of those are your answers. Okay? So let's look at number 20. I want you to do number 20 on your own. Okay? Do number 20 on your own. When you have the answer, raise your hand. So I got 3 to the negative 4th, 4 to the negative 5th, 5 to the negative 6th, blank, blank, 8 to the negative 9th. Okay, so you got to establish the pattern with the base, and you got to establish the pattern with the exponent. When you have the answer, raise your hand. I want to give everybody a little time here, make sure everybody gets a chance to do it before we give you answers. All right, Nick, what goes in the first blank?
7 to the negative 7th power.
7 to the negative 7th. No, not in the first one. You're close, but you're just a little off. Trinity.
6 to the negative 7th.
Yes, 6 to the negative 7th power. Whoa, that looks like 6 minus 7. Okay, let me rewrite that one. 6 to the negative 7th. All right, the second blank is what, Gabby?
7 to the negative 8th.
Yes, 7 to the negative 8th power. Okay, that's your two answers. All right. Now, last example I'm doing. Then we're going to start on the work. Last example is number 22. Okay, number 22. Number 22 says the Cassini spacecraft is traveling almost 1 billion miles to arrive at Saturn in 2004. Write the distance in expanded form using powers of 10. So, the place value 1 billion is what as an exponent? Don't try to think. It's right there on the screen for you. So I told you to do something. Cameron. So it's 10. You're right. Just say it. Yeah, 10 to the 9th power. The reason it's to the 9th power is because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 zeros. So your answer then would be 1 times 10 to the 9th power. And that's your answer. Okay? Now, if this would have been 3 billion, then the only thing that changes is the 1 goes to a 3. Okay? That's the only difference. All right? Now, here is your homework. It is due tomorrow. We're going to do, this is 1.2. You're going to do 1 through 18 even. Okay, even numbers, 2, 4, 6, 8, so on. And then you're going to do 19 through 24. Let me make sure that's what I want. Yeah, 19 through 24, all. So 1 through 18, you're doing the even ones. You're doing the evens, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. And then 19 through 24, you're doing all of them. So 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. Okay? Any questions? Nick? 1.2. I don't give you pages. All right? Now, please do your work in pencil. Okay? You still got 20 minutes left in class. You ought to be able to get most of them done because half of them we've done in the notes. Okay? So when you come to a problem that we've done in the notes, you simply copy what's in the notes onto your paper. All right? You may get started.